Okay guys, I'd like to introduce you to my system more detail oriented. I have 4 lithium batteries putting out 5.3 kilowatts or 115 amp hours. They're wired in parallel, okay, not in series. This is a 12,000 kilowatt grow watt split phase 80 amp off the grid inverter. Has 2 charge controllers. It takes DC, turns it into AC. Its own little computer, guys. Before I get in the meat and potatoes of that, I have it wired to a box here. A box. The switch on the switch right here is a safety switch. Turns that inverter off and on. This one, this breaker just turns this box on, which this makes this box live, and that I can flip that on, and my generator is back feeding my batteries if I get 3 days of shade, no sun, and my system has a bypass that also lets it run my whole panel box and charge my batteries at the same time. Okay, that's my system. Alright guys, let me tell you one more thing. I'll end it with this. Just trying to always be safe. These things right here are made for underneath car hoods. When they get to a certain temperature, they distinguish. It's a fire extinguisher. I got one there and one there over my batteries, just in case anything was happening. You know, you could distinguish it. But getting onto the inverter, this is my inverter. I'm at 46.8 on a system of 48 volt. It goes to 50.4. I'm creating 240. Okay, the picture you see is my solar panel charging my inverter, changing DC to AC, charging my load and my batteries, and then what I'm using, which is hardly any. Let's go through it. Right now I'm creating 92 volts, 3 amps because it's getting shade. It's about 6 o'clock at night. Okay. I have 4.5% of my load I'm using right now, which is about 422 watts or 5 amps. Okay. That's pretty much my system. I have no power lines near me. Not at all. And what I'll do is take you outside, but before I do, let me show you how it's wired up. So let's see if I can turn on the light here. I can't. So right there, those switches, these two go to one combiner box I'm about to show you outside. The other one come to the other combiner box. Each combiner box I get about 60 amps from, giving me about 120 amps. Okay, this is my output to my 240, leaving this and going to my panel box, which I get to live just like y'all. Only my power lines come from this closet versus a grid. I'll take you outside where I get to show you that stuff out there.